We're all here tonight to celebrate the academic achievement of our fantastic students who have demonstrated exceptional work ethic and exemplary character. Before you here tonight is an elite group of students, and more importantly, they're a nice bunch of kids. They are here in recognition for their work as student leaders, but membership into this exclusive club is more than just achieving success in the classroom. Membership is determined by the degree to which a student has demonstrated success in 4 areas: scholarship, leadership, character, and service, which the students will explain a little more this evening. Yes, each of these students has maintained a high level of achievement in each subject area, but each of these students also has a spotless or near spotless discipline record, earning mostly exemplary or satisfactory ratings for behavior and work ethic, and each of these students maintains very strong attendance. They demonstrate leadership by helping their peers, staying positive, remaining optimistic, persevering in the face of obstacles, providing encouragement, and inspiring positive behavior in others. Honor Society students demonstrate respect. They have a responsibility to uphold to our middle school's principles of family, ability, legacy, community, opportunity, nobility, and sincerity. They exhibit teamwork. They exemplify fairness. They are courteous in and out of school. Honor Society students show the willingness to be of service to others, whether through participation in school-wide initiatives or simply just helping a friend. Earning a place in the Robert L. Frost Middle School Honor Society is challenging. It's difficult, evidenced by the fact that only 1 in every 6 Frost Middle School students is here. In fact, I believe this year it's 1 in every 9 Frost Middle School students. 1 out of 9 kids gets accepted. It takes dedication, determination, and desire. Kids, it should not go without saying that you have made your families and your teachers very, very proud. We applaud you on your collective achievement tonight.
Good afternoon. My name is Dana Collado, and I would like to welcome you to the annual induction and recognition ceremony of the Robert L. Frost Middle School Honor Society. Along with inducting our new 5th, 6th, and 8th graders, we also want to recognize those 6th, 7th, and 8th grade students who worked hard to maintain their standing in the Frost Middle School Honor Society. I now invite the following students to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance: Christian Paula, Scarlett Lara, Raylan Pays, Amy Ortiz, Jerianis Gonzalez, Patrick Joseph, Rosemary Lima, and Ezra Oppenheimer.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, in liberty and justice for all.
Membership in the Robert Frost Middle School Honor Society has been earned by the effective demonstration of the qualities of scholarship, character, leadership, service, and citizenship. The main purpose of this organization is to stimulate a desire to render service to others, promote leadership, and develop character while building citizenship at both the school and community level. The students you see here tonight are those students who have constantly and actively demonstrated excellence in all of these areas. We will now review the qualities that membership in Frost Middle School Honor Society is built upon. I invite Angeline de la Cruz to speak about scholarship.
Scholarship means a commitment to learning. A student is willing to spend hours reading and studying, knowing the lasting benefits of a cultivated mind. We should continue to learn even when formal education has ended, for true education goes on throughout our lives. Knowledge is one of the greatest elements in life which leads to highest success, and it can be acquired only one way, through diligence and effort. Learning furnishes the lamp by which we read the past, and the light which illuminates the future. Members of the Frost Middle School Honor Society have the charge to continually expand their work through the opportunities inherent in scholarship. I will now invite Emmanuel Ramos to speak about character.
Character is the force within each individual which distinguishes that person from others. It gives one individuality. Without character, one cannot respect oneself, nor hope to attain the respect of others. It is this force of character which guides one through life and when once developed, grows steadily. Character is achieved and not received. It is a product of constant action, daily striving to make the right choice. The problem of character is the problem of self-control. In reality, we must be what we wish to appear to others by demonstrating such qualities as respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, caring, and citizenship. We may hope to prove by example that we value character. I now invite Sophia Miller-Solano to speak about leadership.
Leaders should exert a wholesome influence on the school. In taking the initiative in class and school activities, a real leader strives to train and aid others to attain the same objective. The price of leadership is sacrifice, the willingness to yield one's personal interest for the interest of others. A leader has self-confidence and will go forward when others hesitate, no matter what power and resource that may exist in a country. They are not effective without the guidance of a wise leader. Leadership is always needed, thus to lead is an important responsibility of each of our members. I now invite Leah Mai to speak about the quality of service.
Service can be described in various ways. In the routine of the day's work, many opportunities arise to help others. Willingness to work for the benefit of those in need without recognition or financial reward is the quality we seek in our members. We are committed to the idea of volunteering our time and abilities to the creation of a better world. I now invite Maya Maldonado to speak about citizenship.
Leadership, character, and service leads us to being good citizens. Being a good citizen is the obligation of each member of our society, faces to live up to the ideals of given to by us, the founders of our community. The responsibilities each of us have, our home, our community, our state, and our nation are many. As good citizens, we are bound to live up to the laws and guidelines which unite each civilized society. Good citizens work together to improve not only our lives, but the lives of our fellow citizens. Being a good citizen requires everyone to remain strong, vigilant, in protecting the freedoms and rights that have been granted to us and preventing injustice from entering our lives. The members of the Frost Student Council Honor Society are called to be good citizens by living up in the high standards of leadership, character, and service from this day forward.
Tonight's guest speaker is Marjorie Collado. Marjorie is a 2021 graduate of the Frost Middle School and currently a student at Abbott Lawrence Academy at Lawrence High School. You just graduated? When? She just graduated Friday. Throughout high school, Marjorie was involved in a variety of leadership and extracurricular activities, a dedicated member of student government for all 4 years. She also earned membership in the National Honor Society. In addition, Marjorie pursued her passion in the arts through musical theater and was part of the performance team that competed and won first place at a national competition at Universal Studios in Florida this past February. Academically, Marjorie challenged herself with multiple advanced placement courses and early college classes at Merrimack College. These experiences not only prepared her for college-level work, but also played a significant role in earning the Pioneer Scholarship to Merrimack College this fall. Her biggest accomplishment, though, is that she graduated from the Frost Middle School right here.
Mayuri is looking forward to continuing her academic journey at Merrimack College after a successful and well-rounded high school career at Lawrence High School. It's an honor and a privilege to welcome my sister, Mayuri Collado.
Good afternoon, everyone. As you've heard, my name is Marjorie Collado, and I am a proud graduate of the Robert Frost Middle School class of 2021 and a recent graduate of Abbott Lawrence Academy class of 2025. It's truly an honor and a privilege to stand before you all today as we recognize the dedication, growth, and achievements of so many students here, and in a small way, my own. Standing here now, it's hard to believe how quickly time has passed. It feels like just yesterday, I was sitting exactly where you are now, unsure of what high school would bring, nervous about the future and excited for what was to come. Back then, graduation felt like some distant dream, light years away, and here we are. Over the past few weeks, I found myself reflecting deeply. There's something about endings that make us look back with new eyes. I've been in a very nostalgic mood. flipping through old yearbooks, scrolling through pictures of past field trips, and even finding awkward picture day portraits that seemed embarrassing at the time but now feel like treasure snapshots of who I used to be. And as I look back, one place keeps coming to mind: Robert Frost Middle School. The Frost was more than just a school. It was a community, a foundation, and a second home. So many of the most beautiful pages of my story were written in these very halls. The Frost helped shape the person I've become, and for that I will always be grateful. Middle school was where I learned what it meant to be curious, to ask questions, to dream big. It was a place where teachers first told me they believed in me, where I discovered my love for public speaking, and where I began to understand what kind of student and what kind of leader I wanted to be. Those lessons carried with me to high school and beyond. When I arrived at Abba Lawrence Academy, I was excited but also incredibly nervous. I was walking into a new chapter filled with many unknowns. Would I fit in? Would I find my place? Would I succeed? What I've learned since then is that finding your place isn't about having everything figured out. It's about being open to growth, to change, and to new opportunities, and to being brave enough to try. Some of my most meaningful experiences in high school didn't happen within the pages of a textbook or at an exam or in a classroom. They happened in the moments when I took a leap of faith, when I challenged myself to step outside of my comfort zone. One of those moments was joining student government during my freshman year. I didn't know many people yet, and I certainly didn't think of myself as a leader. But something inside of me said, why not? I remember standing in front of a crowd of mostly strangers, giving my speech, hoping my voice wouldn't shake too much. What I didn't know at the time was that this decision would be the most impactful I'd ever make. That one risk introduced me to some of my best friends I've ever had, and it gave me a voice, a real voice, in shaping my school environment. While I had dipped my toes into student council back at the Frost, student government at ALA was an entirely new level of responsibility. It wasn't just about representing my peers. It wasn't just about planning events or attending meetings. It was about representing my peers, listening to their concerns, and being a voice for change. It pushed me to speak up in rooms where I once would have been too quiet to speak up in. It helped me grow more confident and more connected. I learned that true leadership isn't about titles or popularity. It's about caring deeply enough to act. It's about showing up again and again, even when it's hard and even when you're unsure. Another chapter I never expected to write was theater. I joined my junior year, something I never imagined I'd do. I didn't see myself as a performer. I wasn't someone who had grown up on stage, but something about creativity, the community, the challenge of it all drew me in. At first, I felt like an outsider, like I didn't belong, but slowly with time, I found my rhythm. Theater became a space where I could be vulnerable, where I could laugh, cry, and be unapologetically myself. It helped me break through insecurities I didn't even realize I had. And then something amazing happened. Our theater team competed in the National Performing Arts Festival at Universal Studios, and we won first place. Standing on that stage, holding that trophy with my teammates, was one of the most surreal and emotional moments of my life. It wasn't just about the win, it was about everything that came before it. The late night rehearsals, the nerves before a performance, the trust we built as a cast. It was proof that when you believe in yourself, and when you surround yourself with people who believe in you, anything is possible. Another highlight of this year was serving as the manager for the boys soccer team, an experience that taught me the value of support, teamwork, and behind-the-scenes leadership. Sometimes being a leader means being the person cheering others on, organizing what others overlook, and making sure the team runs smoothly. It reminded me that every role, no matter how visible, is meaningful, and it gave me a newfound appreciation for all the ways we can show up for each other. Looking back, high school was full of unexpected joys and challenges, small wins and big milestones. But none of these memories, the laughter in the hallways, the hard conversations, the sense of pride after finishing something difficult, would have happened if I hadn't chosen to get involved, to say yes, and to show up. To every student listening today, especially those still early on in the journey, don't wait for the perfect moment. Don't wait until you feel ready, or until you think you know everything. The truth is, none of us ever really do. Growth happens in the doing, in the messy, brave, beautiful process of trying. So if there's a club you're curious about, join it. If there's a leadership position that intimidates you, run for it anyway. If you have a talent you've been hiding, let the world see it. The person you'll become in the process is worth every ounce of courage it takes. As we celebrate today's accomplishments, I want to leave you with this. Time moves fast. The moments we think will last forever, walking through the halls with friends, laughing over lunch, staying up late studying for finals, celebrating the end of a great school year, they're over before you know it. That's what makes them so precious. So take this moment in, look around, appreciate where you are, celebrate how far you've come, and carry the lessons, the friendships, and the spirit of this community with you wherever you go. Because even as we move on, these experiences stay with us. They shape us. They become part of who we are. You never know what might change your life or who you might inspire simply by being brave enough to try. Thank you, and congratulations to every single student being honored today. Your journey is just beginning, and it's going to be amazing.
Thank you for taking the time to join us tonight as tonight's guest speaker. At this time, I will ask our Honor Society advisors, along with our assistant principals, Mr. Flanagan and Ms. Soroyce, to present the certificates to our members.
Good afternoon. I'm Ms. Kinsey. I'm going to be starting with our new members first, 5th grade, and then moving on to 6th, and so on. All right? You ready? All right, so starting with 5th grade, new members, Christian Paula, Scarlett Lara, Rylan Paez, and Amy Ortiz. You guys can come up and grab your certificates. And then moving on to our 6th grade new members. You guys can stand up when I call your name and just make your way up to the stage. We have V. Johan, Juliana Diaz, Miyuki Feliz, Rochelis Fernandez Rodriguez, Jeremiah Hernandez, Layla Ortega, and Rosalind Perez. Moving on to our 8th grade new members, Luis Jeriel De Jesus, Ivan Gonzalez. You guys can make your way up once I call your name. Patrick Joseph, Rosemary Lima, Jaliani Lugo, Maya Maldonado, Pablo Matos, Evelise Medina, Joseph Mejia, Alana Peralta, Camila Rojas Nunez, Abigail Shelton, Ajedwin Stanley, Caden West, and Anthony Zorella. All right, let's give a round of applause to all of our new members. And Ms. Goslin will now read off our current members.
At this time, we would like to recognize our current members who have maintained their membership in good standing throughout the school year. Grade 6, Carlos Hernandez, Olivia Moran Gomez, Caden Rivera, Yudel Chanel Santos. Our current grade 7 members, Osmar Alfonso, Daniel Bluen, Peyton Bond, Javian Gonzalez, Mia Moran Gomez, Erin Maglio, Jonah Rosario, Salvatore Papalato, Sebastian Puljos, Aiden Rickott, Janelle Saar. Congratulations. Uh-oh. Congratulations. And our current grade 8 members, Zahara Ben Hafoun, Jamie and Cleef, Dana Collado, Angeline Giselle Dela Cruz Rios, Camila Frias, Jerianis Gonzalez, Wandelise Enriquez, Leah Maje, Sophia Miller Solano, Ezra Oppenheimer, Jaden Polino, Emmanuel Ramos Martinez, Riley White. Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
Clap it up, people!
Congratulations. Congratulations. I love how you wore your Congratulations. Congratulations to the 2025 members of the Robert Frost Middle School Honor Society.